The 2020 Dietary Guidelines for Americans versus Canada's Dietary Guidelines. Some of y'all may know Canada's dietary guideline process was recently revised, and it's quite different than what's going on here in America. So I jumped on Derek Simnett's live stream this weekend and dropped him a super chat to get his take on the situation.
A super chat? Canada's dietary guidelines, and then it kind of is like
are greater than Americans.
Greater than the US.
Yeah, they changed them recently, but there's been some recent politics around that, and there's a person who's maybe thinking or trying to get into power after Justin Trudeau, and they are saying that they want to change the guidelines back, and people are saying that it's, they're being lobbied by the dairy industry. They want dairy back on the guidelines and stuff. So
lots of drama.
Yeah, it's crazy because
Just to get y'all caught up, in January 2019, Canada's food guidelines dropped dairy entirely and recommended drinking water instead. They also changed the way the food groups are organized to remove specific meat and dairy recommendations, instead instructing people to eat veggies, fruit, whole grains, and plant-based protein foods more regularly.
You guys, I know a lot of you out there that watch my channel, but not a lot of other people know this, is that the guidelines, the food guidelines, are often very highly influenced by industry and lobbying. And that's the industries with a lot of money. And it's the dairy industry and the meat industry. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And it's really bad that our health recommendations are influenced by that.
Beef can be the principal protein food in heart-healthy diets such as DASH and the Mediterranean-style pattern. Over 20 gold standard studies have shown that beef contributes favorably to heart health and other positive health outcomes.
Nah, industry influence? Nah, man, no chance. That clip was from the 2020 Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee second meeting this year. So nah, industry influence, wouldn't never see that here in America.
But that's what Canada did. They said, we're taking all the influence out of this one, and we're just doing it straight science-based, and now we have a plant-based food guide. However, the powers that be are trying to change that. Cool. Hey, this is really fun. I just want to say thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you, Crystal, for doing this.
The 2020 Dietary Guidelines process is underway here in the United States, and we've already seen a number of plant-based diet advocates speak out. We can see what evidence-based policymaking looks like with the Canadian Dietary Guidelines as an example, but it's clear they've got industry trying to push back. Do y'all think the United States is going to remove milk and dairy from the 2020 Dietary Guidelines? What other changes would y'all like to see? Let me know in the comment section down below, and swing by Derek Simnett's channel and leave him a comment letting him know you want to hear more about his take on the Canadian Dietary Guidelines and what's going on down here in America with the small but vocal group of low carbers. There's that influence, guys. One way or another, whether it's plant-based, the meat industry, the potato industry, or the low carbers. It's out there, and we see it. So that's what we're talking about right here on the Red Pill Vegan channel. So drop Derek a comment, let him know that I sent you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more highlights and information about the changing dietary guidelines in 2020, an exclusive analysis you won't find anywhere else on YouTube. And make sure to hit that notification bell too, so you don't miss the next video. Y'all know what time it is. Red Pill Vegan. Next.